Okay, so again, this is a video for section 1.7. Section 1.7. And we talk about question 1 and question 2 on the last video. And on the last video, we have a formula shift y equals to f of x minus h and plus k. So when we take away h, we shift to x coordinate h, and the plus k, we shift to k. So for hk, h is the number x minus, k is the number y plus. This is y. This is original y. So at that time we talk about the parent function, means the original function f, parent function. So last time we said parent function shift. That's for question 1 and 2, shift to hk. And that's the formula we talked about last time. Now this time we want to talk about two new vocabulary words called shrink or stretch. Shrink or stretch vertically or horizontally. Now, like this one, this is straight line. Now, what's the parent function for the straight line? Is y equal to x. We always choose the basic, easy, simple function as a parent function. So when you have y equals to this function, obviously is y equals 1/2 x. Now, what's the easy simple function to present the parent function? Obviously, get rid of 1/2. So you have y equals to x. That's not hard to think about it. Now, this 1/2, right? And the 1/2 from our parent function. So the parent function is this. And I keep going. So that's the parent function. Y equals to x. Now, before we start to talk about the number 3, I want you to memorize some more parent function. Some more parent function. Number 1 is the add function. Add function, y equals to x is not a curve. This is a straight line, a linear function. We don't include in this class here. So when start from cube, 5 degree, 7 degree, 9 degree, keep going, the other degree, we call this other function. This other function will have the graph, how it looks like. Let me show you. It will be, for example, y equals to s cubed. So when s is 1, y is 1. When s 2, it becomes 8, very big. So it becomes like that. Another negative is negative. And when we have 5 degree, 5 degree means the graph will grow very fast. So when we say graph faster, looks like skinny, right? And the more, when you have 7 degree, grow even faster, even faster. So that's the idea, okay? This. Now, how about if the even degree? Even degree, everything become positive. Therefore, if you have 6 degree, it looks like that, right? And then when you have 6 degree, looks like 4 degree, and here it looks like that. Okay. So the even degree, we call the even function, may look like a parabola. And the straight line, everyone knows. Now how about this? A straight line, when you have absolute value, means negative become positive, so it looks like a V shape of the function. That's absolute value function. Absolute value make everything become positive, but it's not square. Square you make a curve, right? And then one more function you want to memorize is the square root graph. Square root graph, you don't have a negative on the x. It's always positive or 0. Now the other one, I want you to memorize called hyperbola. Hyperbola function. We learned that from algebra 2, and that's the asymptote. Here, asymptote. When x is positive, y is positive. When x is negative, y is negative, but never be 0. So those parent function you do need to memorize. So by this way, everything becomes easier. Now, when y equals 1/2 of the parent function, we call it shrink, vertical shrink, because not grow so fast, right? It's slower. Next, we have number 4. Number 4, absolute value function. See, if you memorize the parent function, you know your parent function is the absolute value function. How the absolute value function will look like? Will be like that. If you memorize that, okay. Agree. Okay. Pretend I graph a straight line. Do it. Here, here. Okay, a straight line, a V shape. Now, if you have, you see that the graph shift to left hand side 3 steps. When shift left right, it needs to be take away. Take away -3. Okay, take away -3. So in the end, the whole function is y equals to x plus 3. In other words, you don't need to work so hard. If you work -3 hours, your boss consider you work for 0 hours, right? But if you work 1 hour, your boss consider you work for 4 hours. So if you work for 4 hours, you earn this much. Okay. That's number 4. Number 5. So first, inside the parent function, you -1. So means you shift to left hand side 1 step. And after you shift to left hand side 1 step, you flip upside down, because this negative sign, you flip upside down. So that's how you answer this question. And when you understand the whole transition, we make graph in the same time. So what's the right graph? The last one. The intercept, x-intercept need to be -1. So you have -1 here. And one up, one down. Okay. Now, how you write down the new function? Because original function is this. And when you shift to left hand side 1 step, you +1, right? So in the end, you have this function. This one become s plus 1, means this one become s plus 1. This one here, this one there. Okay. And the same thing, if you multiply negative sign to the whole thing, means you multiply negative sign to the whole function f. So you have y equals to negative f of s minus 1. That's how we have a negative sign outside here. Number 6, absolute value function again. And when you have plus 3, means what? Means your bus plus 3 for you, and you work 3 hours less. 3 days. You work 3 days hour. 3 days hour. So your work hour need to be smaller days. And then after that, the whole graph will push down, not up. Push down. 4 steps. So first, from the original parent function, you shift to the left-hand side and push down 4 steps. So this new vertex will be -3. This is -3, and this is -4. So which one we have the graph like that? Let's see. -3, -4. So keep in mind, this is -3, -4. This is how you choose. Okay. Now, how you write down the new function? So if the original function is f of x, this original function is f of x. Let me erase. F of x, and this original function y equals to f of x. And if you want to change to shift to left-hand side 3 steps, then you have plus 3 inside, right? Plus 3. And then after that, the whole parent graph need to be pushed down 4 steps. So this becomes a new function. So that's how we have this one. So this is y equals to f of x. And then this f of x, we plus 3 and take away 4. Number 7. Step function also, we call this the greatest integer function. We learned that from last section. And because it's negative, so it's upside down. Okay. Okay, graph, right? Upside down. Upside down supposed to be, oh yeah, upside down, right? So the original graph supposed to be like this. Original graph looks like that. That's the original graph, right? And when it's upside down, because negative y value, that's original y equals to x. So upside down. And then plus 1. Everything shift up 1 step. So that's a new graph. So I would like you to try by yourself. Okay, detailedly try. Now, this means original parent function. Parent function, and we plus 1 here. Okay, we can bring this one to new location. So that's how we have a new function. Number 9. Obviously, the parent function will be y equal to x squared. Okay, now y equal to x squared. First, we take care of the negative. Negative sign means upside down. And the times 4. Times 4 means skinnier, right? Skinnier. Because you grow faster. Negative way. And then, so we follow this. And then you need to plus 3 to shift up. The whole graph push up to 3. Okay. So you follow step by step, you understand what it means, then you can have a right graph. Okay. This one, we have g of x equals to upside down function and stretch 4 times, and then plus 3, we put the 3 to the front. Now number 9, you want to pay attention on that. It's pretty hard. Number 9 question, I have extra graph to tell you. It's different when you have negative to the x or negative to the y. It makes big difference. Understand? Okay. And when you have cube function, probably don't look any big difference. But when you have even function, then it makes big difference. But this question, because number 9 is cube, so I only use cube for the example. But when it's a plus 6, when you have negative to the x, or you have negative to outside the parentheses, it makes a difference. So you want to pay attention. I will talk about more detail pretty soon, but let's talk about number 9 question itself. So number 9 question, when the question say shift 6 units to the left, so to the left right means you are talking about x, okay? So shift to the left, you take away. For the x, you always need to take away. So it's x, take away h. So we say h equal to negative 6. So this negative 6. And then 4 units down means k equal to negative 4. You plus k. So plus negative 4. You just follow the formula. Y equal to f x minus h plus k. Reflect on the y-axis. When you reflect on the y-axis means positive become negative, negative become positive. So it's x, your x has positive negative. So only the x has positive. If you put the negative sign outside, it means y have upside down, positive negative. That's different meaning, okay? So this question, the hardest part will be here. When they say reflect on the y-axis, you have to understand is for x to become positive negative, but not the whole parentheses. Only x has negative. Then your final answer will be g of x is what? Negative. This negative is inside the parentheses of q, because not the y negative positive is the x value left right, okay, and follow the original minus. Okay. This is the final answer. or you can say it's the negative, yeah, x plus 6 and then minus 4, right? Okay. Okay, this goes to number 10. Oh, I say I want to talk about number 9. Yes. Okay, let's talk about number 10 first, and then it goes to the number 9 extra example here. Now, number 10, square root function, we know it looks like that. Square root function, sorry. Okay, square root function. And then shift 9 units down, so push down, push down, push down 9 units. Okay, and then reflect in both x and y. So you reflect on x. If you reflect on x, it become, which color? Let me see. How about this color? This one reflect on the x. So negative become positive. Positive become negative, right? So it will be like that, right? Negative become positive. Positive become negative. And then also reflect on the y-axis. So left, right. So left, right. Let me choose other color. How about this color? Left, right. Become like that. Now, but they didn't ask you to graph. I just graph for you. Okay. So when you have go down, you need to minus 9. And then the whole thing, you need to know the order. Which order come first? Reflect on both x and y. So for the y and for the x. For the y value, then it reflect. When you have y value up down, it reflect on x-axis. And when you have negative on the x value, you reflect on y-axis. Okay. Now number 9, you shift negative 6. And so let's left, and push down 4 steps. Okay. And then if you have negative sign on the x, when you have negative sign on the x, it means you reflect according to the y-axis. So originally we have this one, right? Originally we had this one and reflect on the y-axis. When you have negative x, means positive x, negative x switch. So reflect on the y-axis. So this is a very detailed concept. You want to spend more time to study for that. Okay, so one more thing you want to pay attention is that when you have a negative sign for the whole function, then will be the y value up down. So reflect on x-axis. But when you have only the x value negative, so you have positive negative reflect. So reflect on y-axis. So you want to pay attention again. Okay. And if you try to pull out the negative sign outside, you may see they are different. 1 minus 1 plus. See? Okay, so they are different graphs, obviously. Next, number 11. Parents function and so parents function supposed to be this, and because you multiply 1/4, so gross lower means fat. Right. Going. And when you have upside down, negative means upside down, and then grow faster. So you can try this one, not too hard, if you already understand. Still we do. Okay. And then number 12, 4 times. So you need to memorize the parents graph. Parents graph like this. Oh, too big. Parents graph and 4 times. And the same parents graph, you have upside down. Upside down. And 1/6. 1/6 will be oh, sorry. Okay, let's see. So it will be this one, right? The purple color. Okay. Number 13. Our last one question. Pretty nice. Absolute value function you need to memorize. It was like that. Agree. Absolute value function straight line. Okay, sorry, let me graph better. Okay, it's straight line. Okay, sorry about it. And the upside down. So upside down, just upside down. And then, oh sorry, not yet. Upside down, it will becomes to, let me change the color. Upside down this way, right? And then -2. -2, change to red color. -2, you push down 2 steps. So that's how you have this one in the end. So I'm done with section 1.7, and next time we are going to make a video for 1.8. See you next time. Bye bye.